month like never before. Allow me first to put some points of housekeeping. I will be making my presentation first in English as courtesy for the one of you who do not speak Arabic. Then I will have the same presentation in Arabic. I know, ladies and gentlemen, that the Arabic speaking of you will certainly get everything, but as well a tribute to the language and being in the UAE, I think we need to, I will do both to set the scene. So I will start with the English part. I don't think I need a lot of words to tell you or convince you that we are in very exceptional times. We have, no one has ever seen, since the world started really to be interconnected, that the word came to freeze like today. It's a unique context. So what does it mean? In the world and the lives that we are all living, telecom was already, being connected was already a very important part, a vital part of what we do every day. During this time, it became even more vital. I leave you to imagine if we were all quarantined, if we are all in these lockdowns all over the world without the means that we have to be connected with others, to be connected with things that are happening in the world. So telecom more than ever, but I would say digital more than ever, doing things remotely more than ever. So the need to have services in telecom more than ever before, but the need to be able to do things in a remote way more than ever before. That's the context. So telecommunication, and I had the opportunity during many, many years. I don't want to say how many because that will make me look older and older, so allow me this. But and some of you, I had the privilege of having these conversations. Telecommunication is a whole ecosystem. We believe that it's not only just telecommunication providers in this country or that country. To be able to have a grip, to have services, it's a whole ecosystem. It's a comprehensive ecosystem. Of course, you have the telecommunication provider, you have channels for distributing, you have a process for doing this. We all have been seeing an authentication process that were more and more becoming complex for various reasons. You have in the back scene regulators that are there. You have as well, and I would say, you have handset manufacturers, you have handset distributors. That's an important part, an important element of this end-to-end equation. And of course, and it all starts and ends, you have the users, you have the consumers. And the purpose of what we are having today, the purpose of the conversation that we will be having with you today is articulated around this user. The purpose of our meeting, our press conference today, is to present to you an idea that my colleague and dear friends, we know each other since 22 years now. He was working in Mobinil before. Then when we started Do, he was among the first who started Do and contributed significantly in creating this difference in the products and the services that do had at its beginning. And he had this idea to create a platform that will be dedicated to allow users to better navigate into this entire ecosystem, to better do what they have to do remotely, to better be able to have choices, to first of all, to have visibility, to have the tools for making these choices, and then being able to have a voice to express themselves, to compare, etc. By construction, the telecom ecosystem is complicated. It's not complicated because of any malicious purpose. You know, in the airline industry, in hotels, the proposed packages that you have are sometimes complicated, and it varies sometimes from one day to another. It varies when do you book, etc. You all know that. And we have seen platforms that whose purpose was to allow users to be able to have better visibility, to have better choices, and to voice what they think. So that is what we believe being a noble purpose of creation of this Aladdin platform. I have the privilege, Shubra asked me to be the chairman of this venture. I like to think it's not a matter of friendship, but it's a matter of my past experience in this domain. So I feel really privileged. I feel excited to be with you today to present this. I might not have been comprehensive on what is it that Aladdin do, because I will be leaving this after my Arabic introduction to the founder and CEO of this venture, Shubra Das, to take you through it. So thank you, and I will have the opportunity to, I'll be there, of course, for your in the question and answer session. Allow me to move to the Arabic part. الإخوة والأخوات السلام عليكم واسمحوا لي أبتدي بقول سروري بتواجدي معكم اليوم، وطبعا بادئ ذي بدء تمنياتي بأن تكونوا أنتم وعائلاتكم في سلامة وفي صحة في هذه الظروف الصعبة، وأيضا تمنياتي بالشهر الفضيل. لعلنا لم نكن يوما في حاجة ماسة لبركات هذا الشهر مثل ما نحن عليه اليوم في العالم أجمع. إن شاء الله تكون يعني بركة هذا الشهر بداية انحسار هذا الوباء شيئا فشيء في جميع أنحاء العالم، وتخفيف محنة العديد من الناس بصراحة الذين يعانون الأمرين من ذلك. اسمحوا لي أن أبدأ بهذا الوضع الاستثنائي. يعني أنا لا أعتقد بأنني أحتاج إلى العديد من الحجج لأقنعكم بأن لم نمر بوضع كهذا، خاصة منذ أن ابتدأ العالم. يعني طبعا كان هناك حميات وكان هناك أوبئة من قبل، ولكن العالم لم يكن متصلا كما هو اليوم. وهذا الوضع بنظري سيخلق طريقة جديدة للتعامل مع أي شيء نتعامل معه في حياتنا اليومية، يعني أفراد، مجموعات، مؤسسات، بل حتى دول وأمم وقارات. هناك طريقة جديدة في التعامل مع الأمور. النتيجة هذا الوضع خدمات الاتصال، يعني وأنا أترككم أن تتخيلوا ماذا كان وضعنا لو نحن اليوم من غير إمكانيات الاتصال التي نملكها. لو نحن في وضع حجر صحي كما نحن عليه في عديد من الأماكن في تقريبا معظم الدول في العالم، وليس لدينا هذه الإمكانيات بالتواصل مع الأهل للإطمئنان، بالتواصل مع الزملاء لإتمام بعض ما يمكن إتمامه من العمل عن بعد، والعديد أتم الكثير عن بعد، للتواصل مع الجامعة أو المدرسة لمتابعة التعليم عن بعد، للتواصل مع المتجر، للتواصل مع المصرف، للتواصل إلى آخره إلى آخره إلى آخره. إذن عنواني الأول: خدمات الاتصال أكثر من أي يوم مضى اليوم. واحد. ثانيا، لا يكفي أن يكون هناك خدمات اتصال لو أنت محتاج أن تذهب إلى. ثانيا، إتمام الأمور بشكل عن بعد أونلاين بشكل رقمي أكثر من أي وقت مضى. يعني العديد منكم كان يسمعني في الأعوام الماضية، يمكن 5 أعوام 10 أعوام الماضية، أقول الثورة الرقمية، التحولات الرقمية. ليس مرة أو اثنين بل عشرات المرات كنا نقول ذلك. هذا التحول الرقمي اليوم الجميع ليس مقتنع يعني مجبرا أخاك لا بطلا. اليوم الجميع أجبر على بدء هذه الرحلة في التحول الرقمي. خدمات الاتصال والإمكانيات الرقمية هذا ليس موضوع يتعلق بمشغل أو شركة أو بعض يعني عدد من المشغلين في هذا البلد وعدد آخر في بلد آخر، يعني 2 في دولة الإمارات، 3 4 في مصر. هذا اليوم أكثر فأكثر لأن الأمور فيها ترابط. هذا الموضوع موضوع منظومة متكاملة، منظومة تشغيلية، منظومة اقتصادية تجارية متكاملة. يعني عندك الشركات التي مشغلة لخدمات الاتصال، عندك شبكات التوزيع، عندك طبعا في الخلفية الهيئات الناظمة والمراقبة لهذا القطاع، هيئات تنظيم قطاع الاتصالات، عندك الأطراف الشريكة يعني للقيام بالأمور الرقمية بشكل رقمي، عندك كله، عندك من المتجر إلى آخره. واليوم لا توجد في قطاع الاتصالات منصة تعطي هذه الصورة كاملة وتمكن جميع هذه الأطراف بالتفاعل مع بعضها البعض. يعني إذا لو رأينا نحن اليوم في عالم الطيران، في عالم الفنادق، خاصة حينما تكون النظم التسعيرية فيها شيء فيها شيء من التعقيد، والتعقيد ليس لهدف التعقيد بصراحة. التعقيد لأن هناك دائما عروض جديدة، محاولة ومحاولة مشكورين عليها من الشركات المشغلة لخدمات الاتصال بأن تحاول أن تقدم قيمة مضافة أكثر. طيب، ولكن احتياجات العميل تتغير. يعني اليوم بعد فترة الحجر الصحي وكما قلت هناك تغير جذري بالطريقة التي نتفاعل بها، يمكن نحن نكتشف ما هي احتياجاتنا الجديدة. لذلك وجود منصة كمنصة علاء الدين تمكن أولا من إعطاء الرؤية واضحة، ثانيا تعطي الأدوات لإمكانية الاختيار دائما بشكل أفضل، ثالثا تعطي صوت وإمكانية تواصل لمقارنة الآراء والأفكار حول ذلك. هذه الأبعاد كلها، هذا شيء ضروري. وأنا طبعا الفكرة جاءت لشخص أنا أعرفه منذ 22 عاما، هو انضم إلي، يعني كان حينما كنا نؤسس موبينيل في مصر التي أصبحت بعد ذلك أورنج مصر، انضم إلي في 98 في بداية التأسيس، بعد ذلك يعني ترك وراح إلى عدة أقطار في العالم. وبعد ذلك انضم إلي في بداية تأسيس دو، وكان من الأشخاص الأساسية التي كان لها دور في إعطاء دو هذه الصفة المميزة في طريقة طرح الخدمات بشكل مختلف جدا. لذلك حينما جاء لي زميلي وصديقي شبرا بهذه الفكرة وطلب مني بأن أكون رئيس مجلس إدارة هذه الشركة وشريك في هذا الموضوع، لم أتردد، وأنا اليوم يشرفني أن أكون أمامكم بهذه الصفة كرئيس مجلس إدارة منصة علاء الدين. لن أطيل عليكم كثيرا، وسأفسح المجال لصديقي وزميلي المؤسس والرئيس التنفيذي لمنصة علاء الدين شبرا داس بتقديم هذه المنصة لكم. Thank you, and without further ado, Shubra, it's up to you to take our friends and colleagues from the media to the wonders of, to the magic lantern of Aladdin. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Osman, for the introduction. And first of all, thank you, all of you, for giving us time today. Ramadan Kareem to all of you. We're very proud to unveil before you today a platform that is unique, first of its kind in the whole wide world, and particularly proud because we're launching it in the United Arab Emirates, and that furthers UAE as a seat and a cradle for innovation. I just want to contextualize the whole demonstration. I'll be basically unveiling the platform, and I'll take you through some of the core benefits it offers customers and various stakeholders in the telecom industry. But before that, I just want to quickly contextualize, the need for a platform like this. Why is this a big deal? I just have a few introductory slides, and then I'll get on with the the exposition of the platform. The whole platform is all about reimagining the buying experience for mobile and broadband services. And why is that a big deal? Why is it so important? I have a few data points that would establish why this is such a big deal. It is important, but it is actually very, very important for customers. There's one piece of research, we've done a lot of research, of course, but there's one piece of research I just want to present before you, which is global research done by Ericsson Consumer Lab. And it basically was exploring what are customers wanting, what are the demands, what are the kind of needs that they would like to, operators and telecom, various, players in the telecom industry address, particularly in the road to launching of 5G services. This research was done in 14 countries, represents about 800 million customers, covers a whole variety of countries in the East and West. And the first fact that they uncovered is customers want an effortless buying experience. This is a crying, customers are crying out for an effortless buying experience. So this is the number one, aspect that customers would want somebody to address. Just to give you another data point, when it comes to the buying experience, customers are looking for plans, data plans, etc. And then they check few statements and the amount of resonance across the various countries. Look at navigating through and finding the best plan among all the options is confusing. It's about 60 to 70% of customers in all of these countries agreed. It is difficult to keep up with frequent price changes, campaigns, introductory prices and discounts. Again, very significant resonance, worldwide. And then they're looking for more digital tools. They want tools to help them customize their plans. They want some hand-holding and recommendations when they are, wanting to buy and use different kinds of packages and plans and services. And then we also did some dipstick studies just to check whether does a UAE feature figure in on similar kinds of aspects. And what we found particularly significant through this dipstick study in the UAE is that only about 20% of customers believe they are on the right plan, on the best plan that's suited to their needs. That means almost 80% are either think that they're not on the right plan, or they think or they're unsure. And then we found that about 75% of customers believe they can save moderate to significant amounts by switching. And then we asked them, why didn't you switch? And they said about 45% of them says, we don't know which plans are available. We think switching is difficult. So that is just to give you a sense of the customer needs that needs to be fulfilled. And that's where we saw this opportunity. There are world-class operators in almost every country. UAE has some of the best, operators than one can think of, where we come in, and the reason for our existence is to make sure that all of the current customer needs and a lot of emerging customer behavior. The world is moving so rapidly, there's disruptions on an exponential basis. So there's a lot of things that are changing. And then customers need a lot of hand-holding. So our reason for existence is basically to understand and come up with solutions for those kind of needs which are not being addressed now, or there is a need for significant amount of work to be done in order to satisfy those. And then we use design thinking, a lot of cutting-edge technology. We crowdsource a lot of solutions, as you will see in this demonstration. And then we work with collaboratively with all the stakeholders. So that's why we exist. So our brand is Aladdin, magical name. We wanted something that's, brings a smile to people's faces when they hear this name. We believe also in the unlimited power of people to do things. We are only limited by our imagination. So that's what resonance, it states there. And finally, Aladdin.life, in all humility, we have to say, there is nothing like this anywhere in the world. We'll be the first ones. We launch in the UAE, and then we move on to other countries in the region, and then we have other expansion plans as well. And what Aladdin does is it combines search, marketplace, and customer community for mobile and broadband services. And we will enter consumer, SME segments, sequentially. A few important points I've already established. The need for, why, the buying experience simplification is a big deal. We want to make sure in the telecom markets, they already have great world-class operators, but we want to move the customer friendliness aspect several notches higher. We also engage with sellers. So not just online, we have a model which is online to online and online to offline as well. So a wide variety of small, medium, large physical retailers, we onboard them and then send them traffic to boost their sales and profitability. And that's particularly important in this current times that we're living in. And then we believe that our solution would also benefit operators. And the primary benefit would come from increased customer stickiness, which is a big deal. And unlocking more usage and revenues as customers feel more comfortable and more confident about what they're using. And then, that is basically setting the scene for unlocking more usage. We also believe our platform will be a very efficient way of communicating value to customers and sellers. And finally, this is, like Osman has already said, this is an ecosystem play. We onboard all partners, all participants in this ecosystem, and we accelerate the digital transformation.
Subra, are you putting up your slides?
Yes. I think I did the share. Let me do the share again. One moment. One moment. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I started there. This is the number one thing which came out in the research from Ericsson: provide us with an effortless buying experience. I showed you this. I spoke through some of these points here, where there's high amount of resonance from customers on some of these dimensions. I spoke about that customers needs a lot of variety of tools in today's day and age. I also spoke about that a very low percentage of customers have confidence that they are in fact on the right plan. A lot of them want to switch; they don't know where to go. So there's an opportunity there. I also spoke about our purpose, and this is a brand which I would really want to you to see and kind of take in here. And this is basically represents the first platform of its kind worldwide, where we combine search, marketplace, and customer community. And then I'm just coming to the last slide, and then I'll get on with the demonstration, which is these are the three things we do. And by doing these three things, we create value for customers, operators, and partners. The first thing we do is there's a lot of information out there, a lot of pricing plans. There's a lot of information about services. What we do is we organize and curate all of this publicly available information that are released by telcos.
With all the...
And as a result of that,
okay.
As a result of that, we make discovery very easy and simple for customers to use. And then customers benefit from this new experiences and information, which we actually organize with a lot of transparency, neutrality, and accuracy in mind. So I'm going to show you a feature called Genie, and that's going to give you a sense of how powerful this tool is. The second pillar of our platform is a crowdsourcing of online reviews. Customer support enables a lot of conversations between customers. And why this is important is people are buying plans, a lot of different products, not only looking at the price points, they're also looking at the experience that they're getting. So it's a combination of many things, not just price alone. They all look at experiences. But how does one compare experiences? So we have a solution here with a community. Once we crowdsource online reviews and ratings, it gives customers a very easy way for them to start comparing experiences that they have with different telecom brands in the country. And finally, we are a marketplace, an online marketplace that is both online to online and online to offline. And why online to offline is significant is because a big chunk of the trade in the telecom business here happens offline. And that's changing. Digital will become more and more important, but we want to accelerate the process. As a result of this, a lot of small, medium, and large physical retailers will be able to participate in this platform, and then get a lot of traffic, which will basically boost their fortunes. So with those few words, I have just one more slide here, which basically says the whole journey that we have for the customer, the buying experience, we segregate it into three parts. There's a discovery phase, there's an evaluate phase, and then the finally buy phase. In the discovery phase, the key question for customers is, who should I trust? As you know very well, in today's day and times, customers don't necessarily believe what a brand say. They believe what their friends, family, and experts say. They believe in online reviews. Those ones have more trust. So we build this whole community part, which would basically help customers in the discovery phase. Evaluate phase, they need a lot of they need a lot of empowerment tools, a lot of self-help tools, and we provide a variety of those. And with using those, they can customize and get best value, or they can save. And I'm going to give you, a demo of that. And finally, we have the marketplace, which is basically online and online to offline. And it's very important for customers to know which retail partner, which retail brand is giving, what kind of additional benefits. So they want to know that as well. So with that, I will jump straight into a demonstration of the platform.
Sorry to interrupt. Shubhra, could you possibly go back to the slide with numbers? I have a feeling some of the media may want to. Thank you.
Sure. Customers are crying out for an effortless buying experience. And this is basically one of the bits of information in that Ericsson study that I kind of quoted, the global study. And when it comes to navigating through and finding the best plan among all the options is confusing. That statement has a high level of resonance. It's almost 60 to 70% across countries. When it comes to the statement, it is difficult to keep up with frequent price changes, price campaigns, introductory prices and discounts. Again, higher level of resonance. They find it difficult to keep up with such frequent price changes. It is complicated to understand what is included in mobile data plans. Again, a very high level of resonance across countries, East and West. The other one I showed you is they need a variety of tools, from simple and transparent ways to explain plans to digital tools to customize and design plans. They need real-time insight on usage. They need intelligent online recommendations based on usage. So some of those are tools that we provide. And finally, I showed you the results of a dipstick study that was done in the UAE. It was done online, and where we found that only 20% of customers believe they're on the best plan. 44.4% believe they are not on the right plan, and another about 35% believe they're not sure. And then when we asked them, how much do you think you'll save? Then 75% of them said moderate to significant amount. And then we asked them, why haven't you switched yet? And then they said 45% of them said, they don't know which plans are available, another about 25% said switching is difficult. So that's basically some of the numbers that I spoke about. Ketiki, would that suffice?
Yes, thank you. And we'll open the floor for Q&A.
Okay, I'll just go to the demo very quickly. Very excited to unveil that in front of you today. Just tell me if it's being, can you see it on your screens?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Okay. So yes, we can, yes. Aladdin, great. So I'll first go to our first product feature called Genie. Now, what is Genie and how does it help? We've already established that only 20% think that they're on the right plan. 80% are either unsure or think they are not on the right plan for sure. So Genie basically dispels all of these notions. If they're unsure and they think they're on the wrong plan, it dispels all of these notions in an instant. It just takes 1 second, and just watch. Go to Genie. On the left panel, I'm a postpaid customer. I'm due, and this is a default setting. I can change it to, let's say, 300. I just have to enter 3 bits of information from my last bill. What is the total bill amount? I just enter 300. What is my data allowance? This will probably be in the region of 6. I'll change this as well, go to 400. This will probably be in the region of about, okay. So you put what is relevant for you, and then just click submit. What you see on the right side is something very powerful. You see that with 350 dirhams instead of your 400, you could get 8.3 times more data and 1.8 times more flexi minutes at 88% of cost, and go on and you'll see all of the other options. So there are 4 options which are near to what you're using, but you didn't know this. So what we've essentially done is we have all the plans in the country, do Etisalat Virgin Mobile. And just by you inputting just 3 bits of information, in an instant, we are able to show you that there is value here. And this more value, which is what I'm actually looking at, is essentially saying, at my current money that I have, or around it, what are some of the allowances that I get? So we did one, we looked for 400, we couldn't find 400, we found one lower, 350, and we found one higher, 450. There was no exact match at 400. So now you have a choice at 350 or 450. And you can go and sort it using the sort options we have on the right side. See by data, and if you do by data, you find that, yeah, this is in fact the best one, 8.3. And we help you all the way. If you select this option, we take you all the way and we show you which channel, how you have to do this change. And there is a collection, there's a whole variety of channel partners. There could be, call centers who would call you and validate all of your, information, ID requirements, etc., and organize home delivery for you. There will be physical channels near your home or your office, wherever you are, and you can select and search a location, and book it, and then you can go pick it up from there. And then you have online, there are a few online sellers as well. You could just pay it online and they would organize the home delivery. More value, in summary, is what you get with the kind of money you spend today. With the kind of money you spend today, how much more of data and minutes can you get? You have another option, which is more saving. What more saving does is, it's not looking at, you're just looking at your allowances today and figuring out those same allowances, the same allowances that you have today, what is the price I can get in the market today? And then what you find is, you can get the same thing, what you're using today. In fact, more. You can get 4.3 times more data, same flexi minutes at 50% of cost, and you save 200 monthly. And there are about 4 or 5. Oh, there are a few more. Oh, there's several, in fact. So, and you can make your choice, and we will take you and handhold you and get you to complete the journey. If you go to more details, you will see all the below the line data, what happens when you finish the bundle, what rate, what are the additional benefits. All of those are nicely displayed here. You can even have an FAQ link. You can go to the operator's site and check it out for yourself. We also have a lot of FAQs already on our platform. So you essentially can also search on our platform for every of these plans and see what those details are. And you can compare. I can help you compare. So there's a plan here, there's a plan here, there's a plan here. And I can actually do a comparison, which I will show you again in the bazaar in the next module. And so this is, ladies and gentlemen, the Genie. In an instant, it will show you how you can get more value out of your current spend, or how you can save keeping your current kind of usage. This is very great for the current climate that we are living in. So this is Genie. You can move from post to pre. If you're on prepaid, you can move to postpaid or prepaid. If you are on postpaid, so whichever way you want to move from post to post, post to pre, pre to pre, pre to post, all of those options are available. We'll soon have options for you to even explore other operators. I'll go to Bazaar. Bazaar is UAE's largest online market for mobile plans with SIMs and devices. It has 2,500 plans, about 1,000 mobile plans, and another 1,500 device plans on installments from Du and Etisalat. We make it very easy for new customers or for existing ones, if they want to explore more, to basically find what is there in the market. So you can have postpaid, prepaid, or mobile phone plus SIM. Very soon we'll have for visitors as well. And then you have all of these filters. So you're on postpaid, you use a filter, 6 to 36 GB. On the right, everything changes super fast. I want national minutes. You see all of those changes on the right. I want flexi minutes, and I call Afghanistan. You will see all the plans are only the plans that will be shown are with bundles for which Afghanistan is valid. Contract length, budget, operator. So in an instant, you will get your answers there. Here it shows this one is not available, so you can actually leave this plan. I will go to prepaid, which is a big chunk of usage, and there's so much of plans. There is so much of different kinds of plans. There is add-ons, there are permanent plans. People are looking for international offers all the time. So we make it very easy. These are all the prepaid plans with auto renewal. That means every month automatically it renews. Virgin is a good example. And then you see everything, every detail well laid out. You can share all of this with friends through WhatsApp and by mail. All of the details are nicely tucked in here. You can you can see if you want to recharge daily, weekly, monthly, every 6 months, every 12 months, all of those options are there. Now let me show you add-on. Once you are already have a prepaid plan, you want to have, use add-ons. This could be one-off or could be a recurring one. Again, very well laid out. You'll see these are recurring add-ons, and you can actually query and get your answers. If you want attractive international offers, let me say I want to call Afghanistan. I'm just choosing Afghanistan because the first one there. So these are all of the plans and great rates for calling Afghanistan. You see all of them here. Whether they're rates or bundles, all of the plans of Afghanistan is laid out here. That's prepaid. If you want mobile phone plus SIM, so device contracts, there are about 1,500 of those, and you can go by brand. Let me choose Samsung here. Let me do, that's Galaxy 10. I want national minutes and data, device contract 12 months, and I see all the options. So 266 dirhams per month, you know, I can get a Galaxy Note 10 and a Etisalat Freedom plan. So easily, you know, there's smart filters for customers to use, and they can actually sort by data, by cost, high, low, high, all of those options are available. And that is, and just to give you our final one, and I will do another demo for what we are doing specifically for sellers, which is unique and different. I'll go to the community. And what the community is, one moment. Yeah.
From homepage.
Yeah, go there. Just bear with me a moment. Yeah. So from here, I'm going to go to community. And some comments have already started coming in. You can actually, so this is basically does several things. Customers worldwide are researching online before they purchase offline. So there is this whole new concept called ROPO, research online, purchase offline. In the US, about 65% of customers research online before they buy anything offline. When we checked it in the UAE, it was about 90%. Huge. But what will they research? Where is the content? So with Bazaar and Genie, there is some kind of content which are plans. But what about other kinds of content? You know, experiences of other customers. Online reviews are hugely important. Trust is very high. Recommendations are important. So community is the pillar, the part of the platform where we crowdsource comments, reviews, ratings. Customers can ask questions and, you know, to other customers and get answers. So it's kind of a customer to customer support. They can ask for tips, advice, support from other customers. So we kind of open it up. And when we do that, what we will have is a repository of ratings and reviews, which new customers or other customers can read before they make up their minds on buying something, whether it's a plan or a new service. So this is what this is seeking to do. In a way, we are helping customers discover, compare, and choose their price plan. And we are also, but price is not the only decision criteria. They would look at other aspects like the overall experience. And experience across different parts of the journey, the buying experience, the using experience. So that's where we basically are building the foundation for very quickly showing customers a comparison of the experiences that they can have with, you know, across different telecom brands, not just operators, but even devices. So just to give you a snapshot, if you go to Aladdin reviews, you can rate and review. We verify all of the users, and because we send a link to their email, and when they click, only then we will be showing the reviews. So every review will be from a verified user or somebody who has purchased. And so you can search for the, you know, you can rate it across. Same for operators. So now you have a basis for you know, extracting you know, ratings and reviews for every part of the journey, the buying experience, the using, the support, suggestions, overall experience. So effectively what we're doing is giving customers a voice to be able to share their voice, but we're also giving a listening capability to operators. So, and this is the place for conversation. So this, in that sense, is very much needed. And when we combine all of this three, Genie, Bazaar, and community, they are the foundation for providing real value, not just now. As we evolve, there'll be more and more things, you know, that'll come from this platform. So I just have one more thing to show you, and then we can get to question and answers. I want to show you how we are helping sellers. Online to online, you know, if you look at the likes of Amazon Noon, they handle, let's say, about 7% of device sales in the country. 93% of the devices are sold from the physical trade. So what we do is our online platform, the marketplace, even though currently we're launching today only plans with SIMs and devices, the solo devices and the solo accessories are going to come in a few weeks. And the distinctive feature of our platform will be, it's not only online to online, but it's online to offline. And when it's online to offline, a whole new segment, several segments of the trade are now open to us, and they participate in this digital ecosystem. They're just plugging in. We have some very simple tools for them to plug into a platform. And when a customer finds his plan, he's looking for, he gets several options to buy that line. He can order it online, as I've said, or he can basically go to a physical store nearby and pick that location. And then we have an exchange of information between us and the nearby store. And then when the customer goes, he gets a full, gets a great experience. So I'm going to show you how we basically are encouraging all authorized retailers, authorized to sell telecom products and services, how we get them to join our ecosystem and join the bandwagon and basically profit, and basically benefit from increased traffic, online traffic, which will be converted into online to offline. I'll give you an example of that, and then we'll open this floor to questions. We had actually deprioritized it. Now with the now that the lockdown is getting relaxed, and we are now basically targeting, and very soon in the next several weeks we'll onboard a lot of the small, medium, and large retailers in the country. So I'm going to a separate section of our platform. This is not available as of today, but will be available very soon as we have just restarted this process of onboarding them. So I choose this power plan 500. And then it asks me, you want a new SIM or you want this on my existing mobile number? No, I say I want a new SIM. So I log in. I have to be an OTP here. But I'm going to a separate section of our staging platform. So here, I have request callback from a sales agent. This is just for validation before the home delivery. This buy from on retail store. So I click retail store. And I can see already there are stores in my vicinity. You can see it on a map and you can see the listing. I can browse and basically click. And when I order from here, we do an exchange of information, and then the customer can actually go and pick it up from that particular store. So this is how we are onboarding. We think it's very important for all kinds of sellers, physical retailers, to be part of this online journey, to be part of the digital ecosystem. As I've mentioned, a big chunk, more than 90% of telecom trade is still physical channels. So without them on our platform, our digital transformation efforts, wouldn't be, wouldn't basically get to the right potential. So that's, ladies and gentlemen, is a demonstration of what our platform can do. I hope you're convinced that some of this are very powerful. They happen very fast. Genie, I've been in this industry in many different parts of the world, haven't seen a product like Genie. It's a very simple idea. Just put 3 bits of information and we'll scan all of the plans and then find you where you can actually maximize your value of savings. Bazaar is the first of its kind. There are online marketplaces for everything, but this is the first one for mobile plans with SIMs and devices. Of course, in a few weeks, we're going to open it up for solo devices and accessories. And the community, we are making a beginning, giving customers the ability to share their voice and giving operators and other telecom brands the ability to listen. Thank you.
Thank you, Subra. Thank you so much. I just wanted to check with the media if anyone has any Q&As. The floor is now open. Arun, I know that you privately sent me a question. Would you like to pause it? Arun? I know Hamdi from Al Khadij. Hamdi كان عنده سؤال لعثمان. حمدي بدك تشيل حالك على الميوت وتسأل السؤال اللي عندك إياه لعثمان.
صباح الخير، تحياتي لكم جميعا.
الو. صباح الخير أستاذ حمدي، و يعني بهالظروف ما بتعرف انا قد ايه مبسوط انه ومسرور
لا
انه
الله يسلمك.
نرجع نتلاقى. تفضل.
والله حضرتك بتسبقني يا أستاذ عثمان، كل عام وأنتم بخير وجميعا، والأهل والأحباب يا رب يكونوا بخير.
الله يخليك.
وإحنا لازم طبعا أعبر عن سعادتي إنه حضرتك لازلت موجود معانا في القطاع، وده يعني من أسعد الأخبار اللي الواحد سمعها بصراحة.
الله يخليك.
الله يسلمك. أولا مبروك على المنصة وبالتوفيق، هي فكرة رائعة جدا صراحة، ونتمنى لكم التوفيق إن شاء الله. السؤال أستاذ عثمان، المنصة أنا شايف إن هي بتشمل، بما إننا في الإمارات، تشمل اتصالات ودو، مظبوط؟
نعم.
ولكن كم مشغل تقريبا المنصة حتكون متاحة عليها في المنطقة، سواء في الخليج أو في المنطقة العربية، ما بعرف كم مشغل تقريبا؟
نعم. الفكرة طبعا أنت عارف الموضوع لما بيبقى في بلد بيبقى محصور على 2. نحن ابتدينا
نعم
ونأمل أن نبتدي هذا الموضوع. هو موضوع وقت. نحن لسنا بحاجة لأي يعني نحن عرضنا الموضوع على فكرة على هيئة تنظيم الاتصالات كفكرة.
نعم.
وطبعا أنت عارف هيئة تنظيم الاتصالات يمكن عارفهم أكثر مني.
نعم.
رحبوا جدا لأنه منطقهم أي شيء يزيد الرؤية والشفافية والوضوح وإمكانية المقارنة عند العميل هم بيرحبوا فيه. حتى هن قالوا هناك العديد من الأمور اللي أحيانا من القواعد والتنظيمات اللي العميل يجعلها بتكون لصالح العميل لحماية حقوق هذا العميل، وقالوا انه هن يستخدموا يعني هذه المنصة ليضعوا هذه القواعد. يعني يمكن يبقى في جزء تقدر تعرف طب ما هي الحقوق، ما هي الكذا. مثلا القواعد في الإمارات للتعريف عن العميل، لما تروح قبل ما تروح على المحل يبقى واضح جدا انه لازم يكون معك هيك وحينطلب منك هيك والورق الفلاني، حاجات زي كده. ده رحبوا جدا. نحن بصدد ان نقوم ان شاء الله بهذه المبادرة في مصر، في السعودية، في الأردن، في دول أخرى، وطبعا هدفنا انه نصبح المنصة الأكثر انتشار في العالم العربي بهذا الموضوع. معك حق كليا، ولكن بالوقت الحالي ما هو أنت يجب كمان تتعامل مع المشغلين لتاخذ العروض، ولتضع العروض يجب أن تكون بدقة، يعني دقة ليزر في هذا الموضوع لحتى تبقى مصداقيتك مع العملاء. المصداقية مع العملاء هي يعني القاعدة الأولى في هذا الموضوع.
نعم. تماما وضحت الفكرة أستاذ عثمان، لكن هل دور المنصة فقط هي توفير العروض الأفضل للمستخدم، ولا يعني بيكون لها دور تاني؟ وهل المنصة نعم تفضل. هل المنصة مجانية سواء للمشغلي الاتصالات أو المستخدمين؟
هي طبعا يا سيدي المنصة دورة أولا إعطاء صورة كاملة،
نعم،
مما سيمكن العميل من الاختيار الأفضل، وذلك كليا مجانا للعملاء.
أيوة.
لأنه أكيد العميل مش حيجي يدفع زيادة. اليوم العميل بده يحافظ على الميزانية التي عنه، هاي كليا مجانا للعملاء.
نعم.
ولكن لها دور أكثر أنه تساعد الاتصال بشبكات التوزيع. يعني في عملاء جدد حييجوا على شبكات التوزيع المختلفة، هناك تفاعل طبعا مع شبكات الموزعين. ونحن طبعا هذا موضوع بيننا وأيضا ممكن تجيب عملاء وتساعدهم في التواصل مع شركات تقديم خدمات الاتصال.
نعم.
يعني
نعم.
وأيضا البعد الثالث اللي الزميل شبرا تكلم عنه هو موضوع التواصل الاجتماعي على هذا الموضوع وإعطاء الآراء. يعني انت اليوم مركز على موضوع طيب في عرض جديد، انا العرض بيناسبني ولو بستخدم عدد من الجيجا بايت اكثر وهون هيدا افضل. هذا الحوار بيحصل عاده بشكل متبعثر على منصات التواصل الاجتماعي. اليوم حيكون حول موضوع خدمات الاتصال هناك منصه مكرسه لذلك. هدول الثلاث ابعاد اللي نحن ذكرهم، اللي شبرا ذكرهم 1 2 3. الجني اللي هو مجرد ان يعطيك يعني هذا بالمصباح السحري تبعه حيوريك كل يظهر لك كل المعروض. ثانيا التواصل لاتمام اي عمليه انت فيها، حيساعدك على هذا الموضوع، ويمكن اونلاين ويمكن يجي لك على البيت ويمكن كله يبقى. وثلاثه هو التواصل الاجتماعي واعطاء صوت للمشاركه في الصوت.
لكن هل في خطة معينة مثلا للاتفاق مع المشغلين أستاذ عثمان؟ يعني مثلا
لا في خطة طبعا، والاتفاق تم للاتفاق مع الموزعين، وطبعا هناك حوارات قائمة اليوم. هناك حوارات قائمة اليوم، يعني نحن في هذا الحوار بين الفريق العمل والمشغلين. نعم.
لكن توصلتوا لاتفاق مع عدو اتصالات أم لا لسه لازلتوا في مشاورات معهم؟
في حوار، ولكن المنصة لا تحتاج إلى هذا الاتفاق، ولكن طبعا كل ما هن اشتغلوا بالتعاون كمان معنا، كل ما هذه المنظومة المتكاملة اللي كنت بتكلم عنها بتكون أثرى فيها، يعني ثراء أكثر، وتبقى يعني تمكن من الحصول على الغاية المنشودة، وهي إعطاء قيمة مضافة للعميل.
طبعا، لكن هي المنصة
بالنهاية سنكون في حلقة إيجابية، حلقة للأعلى، حينما هذه المنظومة المتكاملة يصبح فيها مشاركة أكثر، يصبح فيها تفاعل أكثر بين جميع الأطراف. وأنا كما قلت لم أنسى في الأطراف، نبتدي بهم الهيئات تنظيم الاتصالات التي فعلا ترى بأنه كلما نحن أعطينا وضوح أكثر وشفافية أكثر وشمول أكثر في الصورة، كل ما كان الموضوع يصب في خدمة العملاء.
تماما سوازي. هل المنصة، بس حابب أأكد على نقطة إنه المنصة تعتبر هي الأولى؟
عفوا، طبعا ما في منصة، يعني يمكن تلاقي منصات تقوم ببعض ما علاء الدين تقوم به كمنصة في قطاعات أخرى. أما في قطاع الاتصالات هي الأولى اليوم تقريبا في العالم.
عفوا أستاذ عثمان، بس الصوت انقطع، ممكن تعيد مرة ثانية الإجابة لو سمحت؟
أنا إجابتي هي نعم، هي الأولى من نوعها في قطاع الاتصالات. قد نرى بأن هناك بعض المنصات التي هدفها شبيه وتقوم ببعض ما تقوم به علاء الدين، يعني مش بالشمولية اللي نحن اليوم عنا نراها في قطاعات أخرى، قطاع الطيران، قطاع الفنادق، قطاع السياحة نراها، لكن في قطاع الاتصالات هي الأولى وتقريبا في العالم. هناك بعض المنصات ولكن هدفها مختلف، لهذا الهدف هي الأولى في العالم.
تماما أستاذي، شكرا جزيلا سيدي، وبالتوفيق إن شاء الله. التوفيق أستاذ عثمان.
شكرا كثير حمدي.
I have a question for Shubra.
Sure, go ahead, Dr. Ali.
Hi, Dr. Ali from Techmission. Shubra, how are you doing?
Good,
I have
very
two
good,
questions
thank you.
actually. I have two questions actually, but before that, I want to compliment you on two things. The first thing is how powerful your computer is, because we saw that you opened like 700 programs and the stuff, and it still worked. That's great. So Techmission, that's the first thing that drives my attention.
Sure.
The second thing is the segment that you are targeting. Now, your competitor is actually, if we want to break it down to simple business terms, your competitor is resellers, not telecommunication providers, and not anybody else. And you're targeting the segment that nobody likes. I don't like resellers. Nobody likes to have calls from resellers. So I think this is a great idea, which brings me to my question. Osman mentioned something about talks with the TRA and they complemented the idea, etc. But from a legal point of view, for an independent platform to collect personal data and process personal data and do all this stuff? What does the TRA think, and where are you exactly in the process of talking to the TRA regarding the sanctioning of the whole process?
Yeah, actually, it's thank you for the question, and let me clarify this. Actually, we don't we pass on traffic. All the downstream sellers basically do the transactions as per established and authorized processes. We don't get into that. We are just, they can basically, only information we have is a name, email, and phone number, and some of the trends, in terms of their if they want to subscribe to some subscription services like alerts, we will keep some of their data and then notify them when they want, for example, new plans coming in. So essentially, we don't get into that whole data issue at all. We just pass traffic. A customer search, we send it to, they find a plan, we send the plan to whoever, whichever type of whichever type of outlet or channel that they want, customer wants to go to. So we don't take any IDs on our platform. We don't take any kind of data. Those are left to
I think that's a bit of an understatement, because you have the name, the phone number, and what they want to buy. This is great data for targeted advertisement, etc. And talking about myself, I will go to your platform and I will probably use it and put my data there. But if it wasn't for this bidding, I wouldn't, because I would be concerned about my personal data, because you have the ability to collect data, analyze it, and target advertising at me, which is the last thing I want at the moment. I have 700 people, 700 entities targeting advertisement.
Sure. So again, to tell you, whenever any kind of such data, whatever we take is essentially for communicating with you and not to you from any other third party, so that you can be rest assured. So all the information that we're gathering is really to help service you. So that's where we stop.
Thank you. My second question is regarding the eliminating of the final step, and it's still not there, as I can see. You are competing with resellers, but at the same time using resellers. The final step would still be me going to a reseller or to do or Etisalat office and get the plan. Do you have any plans to eliminate this final step, to be the data provider, the analysis provider, and the service provider at the same time?
See, as you can well understand, this is a platform that we have just started. Our first focus, and as I've said, and Osman's also said, we're bringing all the players in the ecosystem together, and we pass on traffic to, based on customer choice. So on the, whether we would engage and become, let's say an e-distributor, if you will, if that's what you're hinting at. That, as far as today's plans are concerned, we don't have that in our roadmap. Today, we're just aggregating, meaning bringing in, just helping customers figure out what they want and just passing it on to the right, whatever the channel that they choose. So the e-distributor model is something that's not in our plans today. But, we are an innovation player. Our focus is customers, and we will always be attentive to customers and figure out what they want. And we'll take guidance and inspiration from there, because as you know, innovation is rooted in that. We have laid out, as we think, where we should be, or where an ecosystem play should position itself and perform. That's how we have put it out there. Only time will tell what direction customers want us to take. And I think the community is a great platform for this kind of conversations, really, for us to test, for us to gather information. Because I think in the telecom industry, it's so vital. That conversation is much needed, and we are enabling that. So we will gain, and all the ecosystem players will get the feedback right from the customers.
Thank you very much. And before I mute myself again, I want to compliment the idea again. It's a great idea, and we wish you all the success.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ali. Any other questions? I know Noshad and Arun, you want to do exclusive interviews with Shubra. Please get in touch with Rose regarding that, unless you would like to pose your questions here. Any of the media has any other questions for the spokespeople? Yes, Moshad, go ahead. I saw that you raised your hand. Would you like to pose your questions here or on exclusive basis? Just unmute your phone and go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Osman.
Good afternoon, Mr. Noshad. What a pleasure. What a pleasure to interact with you again.
So, how do you see the telecom industry this year after the COVID?
Allow me, I mean, I have dropped the hat of being one of the people at the helm. Don't take me there. I think this question should be addressed to the captains of the telecom industry today. And out of respect, they are seeing what are the trends, they are seeing what they are doing. I think rather than me speculating from my home, I think there are people that are doing great efforts. I think the way I am using my telecom services, and all of us are using our telecom services, I have to give a great tribute to all these men and women who really, and I know some of my colleagues that are really going, not staying, because you can't do everything in telecom. So I will not comment on the sector and where it's going and during COVID and after COVID. I leave this to my two colleagues, the captains of this industry and others and TRA. But I will comment by thanking, honestly, and it's not just, you know, a courtesy or a formula of courtesy. I like a lot and we all did applaud the medical staff who really at this time of crisis were there and showed that we are there and they deserve. And I know that I have a daughter who in Paris, actually, she's a doctor, and she is in a reanimation, you know, section dealing frontline. So I really mean it when I say that. On the other hand, I want as well to have a word of emotion for people who are dealing in telecom. I interact with a lot of my ex-colleagues.
Hold on, I'll try to add a call.
We owe them a lot. So that would be only my comment, and apologies, Noshad. I know from sometime the financial results conferences that I don't give you what you really want. No comment on the telecom sector from me.
No problem, sir.
Any other on the platform? Any other question, ladies, gentlemen, on the platform?
Should we just end the meeting and thank everyone for being with us today? Or last call, Yusuf Al-Arabi, I know your hand is up, please, and your phone is on unmute. So go ahead, please, and tell us what your question is.
السلام عليكم أستاذ عثمان، سعداء جدا برؤية حضرتك والله.
الله يخليك يا يوسف. يعني ما تتصور أنا سعادتي. This is the first video press conference that I do in my life. I don't know you guys, but really it's a first. So seeing a lot as well of friends and colleagues, I mean, we can do things. And I'm sure, معلش اسمح لي أستاذ يوسف, I am sure that all of us will not go back to business as usual. The usual change. There will be a new business as usual that we will have all of us to reinvent after this. We learn that we can do certain things more efficiently, in a different way, remotely. We will reorganize all of us, our business differently. أخ يوسف سامحني.
يا رب من نجاح إلى نجاح بإذن الله يا رب. إن شاء الله. بإذن الله. حضرتك أنا سؤالي كيف سيتم توليد الأرباح وإيه طموحاتكم والتارجت على مدى متوسط؟
طبعا سؤال وجيه جدا. ولما كل المنصات اللي ما عندهاش إيرادات من المستهلك بالدرجة الأولى ابتدت، حتى وسائل التواصل الاجتماعي سئلت أيام، بتعرف كانت طريقة تحقيق الأرباح كانت إنه أنت بتفوتر عميل بيستخدم الخدمة بيدفع. لما ابتدوا الفيسبوك والواتساب وهدول كلهم. الناس كله السؤال هذا كانت تسأله. سنجد طرق أخرى. أولا خلينا نضع نفسنا، نحن اليوم ستارت اب، يعني شركة ناشئة. نضع نفسنا لكي نصبح منصة يكون عليها رجل من العملاء، يكون لديها يعني تدفق في التفاعل بين عملاء موزعين وشبكات توزيع. ونحن لا نريد أن نخلق خلل في المنظومة الحالية. أنت شفتني أنا ركزت، and I will repeat that sentence later in English because Dr. Ali something that I want to comment. نحن لسنا بصدد خلق خلل وإنه نحن لا، نحن اللي بدنا ناخذ مكان الموزع أو نعمل. نحن فقط بشكل تدريجي نريد أن نجد نفسنا كمنصة تساعد التفاعل، تساعد التشارك، تساعد لكي هذه المنظومة المتكاملة لقطاع الاتصالات تصبح أفضل وكله. I would استأذنك أخي يوسف بس أفتح قوس. On the comment that Dr. Ali made, and our competitors, actually the agreements that we have today are with distributors, because distributors, so we are not coming to disrupt the current ecosystem. We are coming actually to create more fluidity, to create this platform where between this customers at the heart, distributors, telcos, operators, there will be more of a collaborative thing going on, because at the end, the more we give value, the more we have value creation to the customers, we have to be convinced this is a spiral up in value for the entire ecosystem. So really, it's a mindset. We are not here to just, hit on that sector or that type of players, etc. I think it is important. So we are not here to do what the others do well now. There are enough gaps where that we think we can fill more to the customers' benefit now. How we will evolve, how our business model will evolve is something different, and we will keep you posted with us, because we are counting, as you can see, we're counting on constant interaction with you, not only in press conferences and we're counting on this constant interactions to learn and to adapt. And Shubra said, we are just a startup. It's true. So we have a lot as well to see how the ecosystem is tweaking with us. That was a parenthesis. Akh Yusuf, I'm back to you. برجع لك. Any سؤال آخر؟
As a startup company، يعني النهارده هل انتم في موضع قبول تمويلات من رأس المال المخاطر والمؤسسات؟ والنقطة الثانية، هل انتم على استعداد لمنح العلامة التجارية على نظام الفرنشايز لأي مكان آخر في دولة أخرى؟
هلا نحن لدينا منظومة يعني للذهاب إلى دول أخرى طبعا كما قلت، وأملنا أن نبدأ يعني مصر، السعودية، البلاد العربية طبعا، لأنه هذا اللي نحن عندنا الفريق وموجودين. أما طبعا نحن على استعداد نفس النظام تبع الستارت ابس. هناك تمويلات، هناك دورات من التمويل سنقوم بها، ويعني نحصل على التمويل اللازم. كل ما كبرنا كل ما بنشوف كيف نحصل على التمويل اللازم.
شكرا جزيلا. ولو في اي اشاره لكم عميل متوقع او كم زائر؟
لا لسه عم نطلقها، لسه عم نطلقها. بديت بالارقام اخي يوسف، كم عميل وكم، خلينا شوي ناخذ.
ان شاء الله نبارك باول مليون.
مشكور دائما على وجودك. ان شاء الله يوسف.
شكرا جزيلا.
شكرا لك أخي يوسف. Any of the other media friends have any questions for the spokespeople, because they have to go to exclusive interviews now that are happening on another link. I see Chris, you're still with us. Noshad, you're still with us. Ramdir, you're still with us. Sarah, you're with us too. So So if any of you guys have any additional questions, just please raise your hand and unmute yourselves. Else we would have to let Osman and Subra go to their private rooms to do the interviews. And for any additional interview requests, please do get in touch with me and Rose. Final call in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
all.
Have a
It was
good
a
Thank
day.
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.